A warm welcome to Vlogmas days 16 and 17. Yesterday, we unexpectedly had a road trip. We drove to pick my son up from school. He has now graduated from college. It was kind of an unexpected last-minute venture. We were supposed to go later in the week. Everything kind of changed at the last minute, and so we went yesterday. So yesterday I was unable to crochet, to vlog, to do anything Vlogmas related or crochet related. So today I am doing Vlogmas 16 and 17 in one video. Before I show you the stockings that I've made for these 2 days, let's take a look at my adventures from yesterday. so lucky to have really good weather. It wasn't super cold. While there was snow on the ground for the majority of our adventure in the car, none was falling on us and none was on the street. So the streets were clear. The traffic was not terrible, but there were a ton of trucks on the road. I guess they're all kind of getting ready to deliver for the holidays. I don't know. There was a lot of trucks. So for yesterday, I had pre-made a stocking knowing that I was going to be going out of town at some point this week. So I had pre-made a little stocking last weekend just to kind of stay ahead of the game. We've got a brown and red stocking. Again, any color I pick, they look amazing. So I like this one. This is kind of holiday-ish. It kind of goes with the reindeer brown and white one, or the gingerbread brown and white one that I did yesterday. So these two back to back, very nice. The yarn that I'm going to put in this stocking is this green acrylic yarn. I have had this probably for 15 plus years at least. This was one of the first yarns that I bought after I learned how to knit. And I got it. I remember exactly why I got it. It was yarn that I wanted to make. I think this might have even been a Vanna's Choice acrylic yarn. I wanted to make my daughter, who was very young at the time, a dress jumper with, I found these really cool antique old looking silver buttons. So I was going to, create sort of a jumper dress type thing and then put buttons. And that never got finished. That project I wound up frogging not too long ago because obviously she can't fit into it anymore. It's been 15 plus years. So we're going to use this yarn, wrap it up, put it in our red and brown stocking for December 16th. Vlogmas Day 16 stocking. Today I got up not as early as I wanted to, but we were exhausted. So the trip yesterday was from 6 a.m. It takes an 8-hour drive to get to my son's school. We made it in relatively good time, so we got there about 2 or 3-ish, packed him up. He has his own car, so we all drove back right away. My husband actually drove the entire way home because he said if I had driven, it would have taken us like 3 extra hours. Apparently he thinks I drive slower than he does, but he was as my son said, a lightning McQueen yesterday. So we got home about 11:30. It was just a very full day. I really enjoy driving and road trips. I like to see the country. I like to see things and just have adventures that aren't too crazy. Unfortunately, I did not get to crochet or do anything yesterday, and I'm off to a little bit of a later start today because I was just exhausted. I did get up and just make a stocking, and this one I think is a Minion-inspired stocking. So this is just a bright yellow and sort of a lighter blue. I could have gone with the darker blue, but again, I'm trying to use up scraps, so we're picking scraps that I have and just mixing the colors up together. So I actually really like this one. I think it's going to go good and different from some of the other stockings I've done. So there we go, Minion-esque stocking. The yarn that I'm using is pink, because why not? And again, not winding these up for my future self. Hopefully it's not too much of a problem for her in the future. Vlogmas stocking day 17. So we've got 2 stockings for yesterday and today for Vlogmas. I've got a full rest of the week ahead of me, but I will be back tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 18. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Bye.